Welcome back to the Target Mega. This is Mike, and today I want to talk to you about the fourth party version of Takara Ginrai. This is just the Ginrai. It's not Super Ginrai like this is Power Master Optimus Prime without the power. And he's a master, but we do have his little friend, his frenemy down there, and it's a pretty cool little set for $40. Shozi sent this out to you, so I did get this from Shozi. I'll have a link down below where you can get yours while it's still available. And so there have been a couple of fourth parties of this. I haven't bought any of them yet. This is the first one, and then I also have pre-ordered the Super Ginrai one. And so I'm going to take a look at all of that whenever that comes in. But nice, impressive little set so far from what we've seen. Let's get to take a look at this. The good and the bad, the plus and the minuses straight up, coming up. Alright, here's the box. This is how it looks and what you get in it and all that good stuff. And so the reason I'm doing it like this is because you can see, you know, how it's packaged. So, boom. Package. It's nothing amazing, but it's a $40 figure and they're saving on packaging. Straight out of the box. Out of the box. And pretty impressive that, like, the joints, his wrists can hold up the guns with blast effects on it. He can stand there and get spun around. His little Power Master guy fell over. He can gleam, he can bling bling in the light with all that vac metal and die cast. You hear that die cast? Yeah, he looks good. So for a $40 figure, KO, Optimus Prime, he looks pretty good. So I really feel like this video is mostly just going to be comparison. I will transform him, but I'm not going to do it on camera because what a waste. I mean, I've already done it before twice. Did I already do it twice? Maybe at least once. But anyway, let's dig in a little bit deeper on this guy. You know, and he might even ship mistransformed. Let me look. Yeah, check that out. I got to pull those little pieces out. So I'll do that and we'll come back. As we saw in the box, this is what he comes with. He comes with 2 guns, 2 GATs. He's living in the days of way back with a GAT and 2 blast effects, which are, look, it is multicolored yellow. This is pushing orange. It looks like a vintage 80s toy that's discolored partially. Not just 1, but 2. You know, I was used to KO's put electronics in it. For $40, I don't really expect them to. Then we got this little guy here, which I forgot his name, but I know he's Power Master Engine. And he's vac metalized. We're not doing the comparison yet, but I was like, I don't remember if it was vac metal on the first one or not. But I guess you're gonna get my opinion on whether this is better than the other one and the original, and you're gonna get that in here. Is it better than the original? They usually are. Okay, he can do like he's sitting. That's cool. That's when he needs to. Oh, by the way, I've had a rough week. You know, I was painting a bunch of action figures to make them look like they're new, and in perfect paint. Got paint all over my hands. Then I have 2 sprinklers that they work, but they're not putting out enough water. So I dug up one of them already. I'm going to do the other one today and replaced it with a brand new sprinkler head. And so like life's rough over here. Then my ice, my second ice maker, the one that makes the chewable ice, it broke down. So I've had a rough week. I didn't make it to get a Manapetty. I didn't make it out to get a Manapetty. Anyway, that's all the stuff that he comes with. And let's just take a look at everything else. Full articulation. Well, I mean, part of it is paint too. So head side to side, up. Whoa. Silverhawks up. Come on, Brian. Get me some Silverhawk heads that do this. We should get a head pack. Just pop them all off. Put on heads that can do this. Especially the vac metal ones that have had some damage. All right. And then we've got 360 on the shoulder. Wow. Double jointed. So he can disco all night. He can have a biceps. So he can have a. So it's a single, I believe, on the elbow, but goes goes all the way. And then he's got the what they call typewriter fingers. No in and out, some movement there. And he's got an extreme butterfly, so he can dual wield a sword or whatever else. He has waist swivel, ab crunch, almost magic square level, and he has a giant uniflap. Comes with a uniflap, and he's got wheel flap. He can do the splits, and he can flip. Well, he does splits. Thigh swivel, ratcheted, nice. I feel some die casted in somewhere. Is that die cast? It's cold. Is that die cast? I think it is. It's got that cold die cast here and here. Anyway, the knee. Is it double jointed? It gets you almost the range. Yes, it is double jointed because I had trouble. There you go. There's the double joint. This top joint sort of tabs in, and with the level of paint that they put into it, it takes you a bit of pop the first time you do it. Look, it was really tight the first time, and then now every time you do it, it gets a little looser. So that's nice. And then ankle rocker, pivot, toe, all this stuff. You do some stuff. As you saw in the intro, with the highly dynamic pose, he can pose very well. Forgot to say, he is designed to have an extreme pelvic thrust. I have yet to take a posing class to make a pelvic thrust pose look good. I don't know. Am I doing the pelvic thrust wrong? Think I am. It doesn't look good. See, I don't know how to make a pelvic thrust pose look good. Now to put him next to the original, which was like, how much was the original? Like 130 or something? I don't know. Don't remember. There's his original friend. I want to say side by side, these two, they don't look exactly the same. The color is a little richer and more, I don't want to say vibrant, because the red is a darker red than a brighter red. Maybe he's got a little dust. No, this room doesn't really get dusty. The man room number 3 does not get dusty very much. So, but yeah, it's just, does the camera pick it up? The paint is more vibrant. It's just a little bit, it's like a little bit nicer looking paint. And you can see the difference, the differentiation in the shoulder joint to the ABS plastic to, is it palm for the joints? I don't want to be wrong on that. I don't make action figures. I just play with them. No, I display with them. Notice that there's no, so he's got, the official one has the symbol, so I can't mix them up ever because he doesn't have a tampograph of Autobot, which is fine. And if you're going to get a KO and it doesn't have the tampograph, you just put a sticker on it or something. So for your extra $100, you get a tampograph. I forgot how much he was though. So I don't want to be getting to lying here. Now, they both have vac metal in the same spots they have vac metal, as you can see right here. And the silvers are about the same. The blues are similar. The reds and the reds, it's like color-wise, they're almost exactly the same. Now, this one has a little more differentiation in the red here in this than in this one. It's closer, but they still are different, which is really odd to me. How they cannot get that the same. And then I haven't pushed this in yet. That goes in all the way. So this one might need a little work. There it is. But it might be harder to keep your little brain master in there, or head master, whatever, engine, power master. So here's the original power master. And the transformation is very simple. I don't see any difference though from looking at both of them. They look and feel exactly the same. Although I will say this, the original feels looser than the KO. The KO feels like it's, let's get them up here. Remember, no manipedi. Everything seems looser on the official. But that's, I've had it longer and I mess with it more, and it's been through a couple of reviews now, so I mean, we're officially acquainted. I just transferred from the other one. I was like, how on earth do we how do we get this done? There it goes. There it goes. It's not as straightforward. Okay, let's see in real time if this clips in and holds, because that's always a problem. And it's always been a problem with this design of figure. Okay, let's get the ball rolling and push this in a little bit. And then we'll push this guy in. And does he hold? Does he hold? It's always a problem. Let me play with it a little bit. All right. The trick is, in this case, is to wedge this side in first, and then wedge that side in, and it holds through the kind of friction-based holding maneuver there. There it is. That's what it is. You have to like put it to the side, then you rotate it, then it works. And then let's see if we can get this one back in there. Now, I do feel like the mechanism for the official is a lot smoother. So the official mechanism for holding that in is smoother than this one. This one is choppy in there. And that's really the only negative so far I found for this figure. Oh, two negatives, because it doesn't have the symbol. Now, is it really a week if I don't review an Optimus Prime? Okay, so Magic Square's Optimus Prime, so Masterpiece. This is definitely not Masterpiece scale. But whatever MPG is, it ain't Masterpiece. But as much as everyone wants to complain about not being Masterpiece scale, when you bring this Mammy Jammy in, who really cares? In my mind, nothing to see here, just adjusting the camera. Why won't it focus? Focus. It's no good if it doesn't focus. It's probably the back metal. It's making it not focus. Anyhow, where was I? This is not Masterpiece scale. But to me, I'm perfectly fine with this being would I want this thing to be like, you know, way up here? No. No, I don't. I think that although I don't like sort of the idea of MPG and getting away from Masterpiece, this belongs in a Masterpiece display just fine. Obviously, if you're a G1 collector, it would belong in a G1 collection, but this is the Super God Ginrai, whatever. Is it God Ginrai? God Ginrai. I'm very impressed with this. I'm very happy with my purchase with this. And I'll be very happy to do a KO review of that also. But as you can see, like, comparison-wise, somewhere along the lines, he goes somewhere in the middle of his chest. It's been a while since I messed with this, and I forgot all about these other little panels that kind of tuck away in here for the alt mode. It's almost not even noticeable, like this piece, but I did all the review so far without those in it. Folded those down. I forgot about these because they're so insignificant, but they're hard to get out too. They're not easy to get out, but they're right there. Ugh. Anyway, I guess next time you see me, I'll be in alt mode. All right, I got stuff trying to get in the shot here. Here he is in alt mode. This looks like how I remember in alt mode. I don't really care for this in alt mode. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's that it's more like a G1. And I had this clipped in when he was in bot mode. Now he's not wanting to clip in. Let's try my old method here. There it goes. So clip this side in, get it in really good, and then push that one in. That holds it. Look, let's see if it stays in, if it gets a little drop. So, yeah, but it looks about how I remember it. It's not the best looking mode. I don't really like the smokestacks out. Oh, wait, here. I like them back. I like them back like this. I think that's the correct way. And let's bring in a G1 because it's about G1 size, G1 scale. And yeah, I know. I should probably go dig out like my parts one of these. And I will say this: I am not a fan at all for disassembling the vintage one. Let's get the right lighting on this. I don't like to disassemble the vintage one. Once it's built into the, Power Master and all that, then I like to just leave it. And so the God Ginrai of this, I've been debating whether I try to see if this one fits in there, and I might have to, but God, I'm gonna hate every minute of that. And then here is this. It's a masterpiece. That's Magic Square. Cleanest one. Magic Square is still the cleanest of all of the alt modes, in my opinion, and bot mode. Like, both modes are super clean. Cleanest. Now, is it super highly accurate to? No. Is it clean looking? Just to my, like, this isn't clean looking, but it's true to the form of the character, alt mode, and all that from back in the day. This is the part I've been dreading. People have said that it's not, well, not this one, but the KOs that are the full KO of the Super Ginrai, that it doesn't fit in right. And so I haven't, this is going to be like my live reactions to this. And I think it'll fit just fine. I think it will. I think it'll be just fine, no problems. But I am making sure that like everything is angled exactly, because this one's been in there for, how long's it been? 6 months or something? Several months. But I'm lining them up, making sure it's angled just right. It's got to have the exact correct angle to fit. So, and this is the KO. This is the official that's been in there. And let's get up here. Oh, get over here. And we're gonna put this in here. I have it all, had it all ready, already, good to go. And now I'm messing with it. So, but we got to know if this one's gonna fit. So, I don't know why it wouldn't. People said it doesn't fit. Not this one, I'm saying the other KOs have a problem with fitness in here. And I'm doing it live on camera. Let me get a different angle. Yes, it does fit. It's a little fiddly even with the original one, getting everything lined up, especially get the neck tabbed in just right. So let's see here. Here's the trick. There's some tabs that you need to slide the tabs down that line up with this. Slide the tabs in, stay in alignment with this, and then adjust the smokestacks to make sure they correspond with that. And that's how you do it. And so it was a little tricky, and I still have a little trouble keeping the neck tab down, which it will, well, it was staying tabbed down. But it fits. And that's, I was saying, this was the part I didn't really want to mess with. And so I did. But as I messed with it, you might want to take the head off and give it a little bit more force in there, and it'll stay. I don't really see why it matters, because if you've got the original one, it came with one. I don't know why it matters. But I know if I didn't do it, a lot of people would complain. And, oh shoot, maybe I should have done that. It would have hyped the engagement. Alright, so this is my look at Ginrai, MPG, KO, fourth party. It's not a bootleg. Bootlegs are their own design. This copies the other one exactly. I think they improved in some areas. I feel like the joints are tighter. I think that the paint's a little more vibrant. It's on camera, probably not noticeable at all. Off camera, it might all be in my head. I mean, I can't tell any difference on the screen, but in person, slight difference. As you can see, his little buddy's hanging out in his back just fine. It's not falling out of his back. And yeah, so he's pretty stable, balanced. He can hold all this stuff. I like this figure. I like what they've done with him. Is he a little too small in his current form to be a masterpiece? Yes and no. Just the whole concept of this. But I will have a link down below where you can get this at Shows Store. Remember, TH supports the reviewer. I'm curious what you guys think of this. Is this part of Transformers that you care about? It's still righting a wrong of my childhood, and I wanted to love the Power Master Optimus Prime when I was a kid, and I didn't. So this I actually love, and so for that, it's the kind of stuff I like. It's kind of like Missing Link. Head Hammer out.